Okay, so I was having a mental debate with myself, which, let's be real, is just my brain arguing with a slightly dumber version of itself about whether I should eat cereal with bread for dinner or noodles with plantain. You know, this is a well-adjusted adult thought process. Now, right in the middle of this deep, let's say, philosophical state, a scene from Family Guy popped into my head. The one where Stewie and Brian were stranded together. And then, for reasons my brain is still yet to explain, my thought went, oh, we like that? Well, how does this stack up against, let's say, Rick and Morty? People are probably going to say I need therapy for this. And honestly, they are right, I do. But instead of getting help, I decided to make a YouTube video. This is what peak mental health looks like, guys. I think we are doing great. Round 1, the vibe. Both of these shows are basically what happens when you give animators too much caffeine and zero adult supervision. But I need to figure out which of them successfully destroyed more of my brain cells in the best possible way. Family Guy is like that friend who has absolutely no filter at family dinners. 1 second, Peter is having to deal with family issues, and the next is fighting chicken like he owes him money. And the chicken fight, it goes on for like 7 minutes. 7 whole minutes. That's longer than most people's attention span. But somehow, I'm glued to my screen, watching a man and a poetry engage in what can only be described as aggressive interpretive dance. And the cutaways are pure psychological nightmares. You're trying to follow a simple conversation, then bam! Suddenly, you're in the 1880s France, watching Napoleon invent the drive-thru because he's too short to reach the counter. Or you get Stewie casually dropping, oh look, it's a universe where I'm a famous Broadway star, while he and Brian are literally hopping through parallel dimensions like it's a Tuesday afternoon activity. It's beautiful, but it's also completely deranged. The show even throws in these blink and you miss it references that make you question your sanity, like Stewie sparing Red Room with his building blocks, a full shedding reference that lasts about 2 seconds and assumes you're cultured enough to grab it. Meanwhile, I'm over here posting the episodes like, did that baby just reference Stanley Kubrick? This show is like my secondary school teacher's bad joke. It's so terrible that it circles back around to being hilarious. Round 2, the intellect or lack thereof. Rick and Morty walked into the room looking like he went to Harvard and did way too many substances. The animation is absolutely gorgeous, like someone took a kaleidoscope, fed it cosmic energy, and taught it how to traumatize teenagers. But here's the tea, and this is where Rick and Morty fans start typing angry comments. Sometimes the show tries too hard to be the Stephen Hawking of cartoons, that I need a PhD just to laugh. Like bro, I just want to laugh at interdimensional cube, not question whether my reality is a simulation. Family Guy, on the other hand, gives us Peter going undercover at high school and declaring, I am not addicted to drug, I am addicted to being cool, before the show literally breaks into live action footage of him freaking out at the park bench. It is so audaciously meta that it shouldn't work, but somehow it does. They're not even trying to be deep, they are trying to see how they can push absurdity before your brain finally taps out. Even Brian, the supposedly intellectual dog with liberal arts degree, gets reality check. Like when Peter mixed kerosene with Red Bull, and Brian had to say, you're supposed to put kerosene in Red Bull, is the perfect summary of their dynamic. The smart character constantly trying to reason with chaos itself. I did my research on this. Yes, I researched cartoon beef like it's my dissertation, and Rick and Morty constantly ranks higher than Family Guy everywhere. I mean everywhere. It's like the internet collectively decided that interacting with aliens is peak entertainment, and honestly, fair. But sometimes, I just want my comedy to hit like a brick in the face, not like a philosophy test having a full-on emotional breakdown. Round 3, the relatability. Now, I'm not going to lie, the Family Guy dynamic is both terrifying and oddly touching. Peter will probably embarrass you at your own funeral, but he will also fight an actual bear if you are in danger. No, he won't, but he will apologize after the bear has dealt specifically with you. Stewie is literally a baby genius, plotting world domination while also having separation anxiety about his mom. That's the kind of character complexity that makes therapists rich. The show isn't afraid to tackle modern issues. When Brian posted that offensive tweet and had to defend himself with, I'm not racist, alright? I just told a bad joke. That's a huge difference. But nobody on the internet ever takes their time to ask themselves, is this really worth freaking over? And Meg, poor Meg exists purely to suffer. And somehow, that's comedy gold. It shouldn't work, but it works. It's a show that says subtleties for losers, and I respect the audacity. When Peter causes Quagmire to lose his pilot job and tries to help by yelling, win one for the tipper, a direct airplane, you just have to realize that Family Guy would reference anything just for the laughs. I mean anything for the laugh. But here's the thing that really seals the deal for me. I can still watch a random Family Guy episode from season 5 and laugh harder than I have at most new shows in years. There is something about those early seasons that just hits different. The tragic plot twist is that Family Guy isn't airing anymore, so I can't pretend like I'm tuning in every Sunday. I'm just out here rewatching episodes like some kind of animated comedy archaeologist, digging through seasons, trying to figure out the perfect moments. I'm picking Family Guy because sometimes I need my comedy to be as subtle as a break through a window. Sometimes I want to laugh without feeling I need to update my LinkedIn profile. The big reveal. So, here's my completely unbiased, totally scientific conclusion. Family Guy is like that one friend who tells terrible jokes, but somehow always makes you feel better. Rick and Morty is like the other friend who is definitely smarter than you and won't let you forget it. And picking the show that knew it was ridiculous and leaned into it. When they were lazy, they were boldly lazy. And in a world where everything is complicated, sometimes you just want to watch a man fight poetry for reasons that will never be adequately explained. And honestly, that's beautiful. Maybe we are all just overthinking cartoon family, when we should be appreciating that we live in an area where both a alcoholic dog with a philosophy degree and a burping interdimensional grandpa are both legitimate character description. This took me embarrassingly long to figure out. So smash the like button before I start a whole new video essay about SpongeBob. Wait, let's talk something really important about the animated frame race and psych. Just watch whatever makes you happy. I'm not a cartoon therapist. Please like and subscribe. Comment also.